In the last video, I was talking about temptation at the end. That's temptation. And I get why people give in, because it's easier to do that. It would be much easier for me to do that, and just, but I have to get this word into you. This thing is so important. There won't be no looking back and saying, "Oh man, I ain't get a chance to even tell them about the word." No, I have to do this first. The other stuff will come. I gotta make sure that you know about the Lord first. That has to be number one for me, and for you, and for the Lord. That's number one. How you walking around here all these years, don't want to hear nothing about the Lord, but He's constantly speaking to you. You walk past the church. How many times you don't walk past the church to get to the liquor store? Come on, y'all. Come on now. Because I know that what y'all thinking, and I know you're like, oh man, but y'all ain't trying to come fully with me. How many times have you walked past the church to go to the liquor store? How many times have you had to drive past the church to get to the dispensary? How many times have you seen that lady that looked like a homeless person, but it could have been Jesus holding up a sign? He's coming back, repent. Going past that homeless man, holding up a sign. He coming past, repent. That could be Jesus right there. That could be an angel right there. You never know. How many times you pass up that homeless person that just needed a sandwich or just needed a couple quarters? I ain't saying putting yourself in danger, because if you like, no, this is a danger area. All right, you ain't got to go. Or as you're driving, you can just toss some money out the window and keep going. You don't have to stop. Light change green, toss some money out the window, keep going. Light change green, throw a couple sandwiches out the window, keep going. Throw a couple wrapped up sandwiches out there. And some plastic, keep going. Throw some fruit out there. Throw a box out there, a box of fruit. You know, once it hit the ground, it'll open. Keep going. There are ways of getting things done. I tell you one thing about the Lord. The Lord knew my hunger during I call it a 7-day fast. It was really, I just ain't had enough food. And like I told you, I could have called somebody or did anything for the food, but I wanted to kind of stick it out, because I figured, some things would happen with me as far as like financially and different things like that. And it didn't occur till maybe like a day after I got the food, and then I got blessed with the finances, and then that's how it went. So then you say, well, Lord, what is that? The whole point of it was to go through the test and the struggle to make you stronger and appreciate and trust the Lord. That was the whole point of that test. That was the whole point of me going through that test, to make me appreciate the Lord and make me stronger. And see, when you go through things, this is why things are important. When you go through things, you know that you can get through. I done went through some things, and then now I'm where I'm at now, and it don't even seem like the problems that I was having. I already knew that I could get through them. You see, I was coming through problems, and I'm showing y'all the plant, and I'm showing y'all the lawnmower, and I'm showing y'all the grass and stuff like that. But I already knew I could get through. It was just, now I'm at the point where it's just a process. That's what the problem is, just the process of getting through. I already know I'm going to get through this stuff. It's just a process, because I done already been through stuff. And some of the stuff was worse than this, and some of the stuff wasn't worse than this. But I already been through stuff. So once you already go through, you know that you can get through. It's just a process of stuff. Now it's okay. All right, how are we going to handle this financially? How are we going to handle things, in a different manner? We got, how are we going to do certain paperwork? How are we going to take care of property? How are we going to do this? How are we going to go over here and take care of this land? How are we going to take care of these buildings with these businesses and these jobs and paperwork and different employees? It's the processing of stuff now. Same thing with y'all. Y'all go through a process, and you finances, and the world got you caught up in just finances, and you forget that you can't take not a daggone thing with you. And I just finished having a conversation with somebody where you can't take nothing. Well, you can't take nothing with you. Some people in the past, and I done went to some places, different things, and they're money and different things, and the clothes and jewelry and all that stuff, furniture, it was there. Did nothing go with them when they were gone. All you can do with your stuff is make sure that you give it to somebody else, or you make sure that your children are all right, or maybe somebody in your family. If you don't have children, somebody in your family treated you well, and y'all always were doing good, and you make sure that they have it. That's all you can really do with this stuff. You can't take none of this stuff with you. It might be in like what I call like the dreamland, because when you go places, you got furniture and you got your memories to where, because it's important in that sense. You got your memory to where as though certain things are set up. So once you got that, it's the same thing like when you wake up, your memory come back and you say, okay, this. While you're sleeping, you don't do nothing. When you open your eyes for that first time, you open your eyes, right? Let's say you're dreaming, and then your eyes open. For that first half a second, your memory got to kick in. You open your eyes, the first half a second, you don't really remember nothing until that extra half a second where everything kicks back in. But when you first open your eyes, you're like, I remember the day I opened my eyes, seen some stuff, and then you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm here, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. That's how I say I don't really stay frustrated with the Lord, because look, your memory got to come back. He got to put your memory back. If he didn't keep your memory intact, you wouldn't remember stuff. When you pass away and you go off to the heaven or wherever you go off to, let's take heaven. You probably don't remember all the pain and suffering and different things that you've been through, because it's His way of processing and giving us back everything that has been taken from us, and making sure that we're comfortable. We don't. He take away all that pain and suffering, because we got to go through our process on earth, because we were eternal beings on earth, so we aren't supposed to go through certain things. But He already knew all the stuff that we're going. He already knew all that stuff. So anyway, it's a process, and we remember stuff, and once we remember, then we can start taking some action. So it's good. Memory came back, and I say, oh man, I gotta do this. Oh, that's okay. So I don't mind. I know I gotta get out there, and I'm gonna feed the birds, and I want to just take a lot of time, but see, that's gonna take a lot of time, and I had to think about some other things. So I'll be back in another video, but I want to stress in. I'm gonna do another one after this, so I can really talk about the counseling and different things that we're doing through the Lord.